Hey everyone, we're live at Paste Studios in New York right now with Ages and Ages. Ages and Ages, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it is nice to see two of the or six of you again. We did an interview way back. It was like maybe the last, maybe the second to last CMJ there ever was. I think you guys were doing press around Divisionary at that time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And now here we are, new location. Thanks for coming by and doing it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So congratulations to you because Me, You, They, We is out in the world right now, and we're going to listen to 3 songs from it today. Can you tell us what's coming up first?
Yeah, this is a song called Needle and Thread. It was the first single we released off this record.
All right.
It could be the news I see making a mess of me. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't help but wonder though if I should have been aware of this all along. Get up, I know you're just fucking around. Enough, it's all an act, isn't it? Or am I just day drinking way too much? Not making sense enough, stuck in my head. Caught in the echo chamber, safe in the choir with the rest of my friends. Get up, I know you're just fucking around. Enough, it's all an act, isn't it? Oh. Talking to who are they talking? I can't tell at all. Watching the paint as it peels from the cracks of my wall. But keep pushing me on. Ain't it so strange? It all changes this world. Keep pushing me on. Get up, I know you're just fucking around. Get up, I know you're just fucking around. Get up, I know you're just fucking around. Enough, it's all an act, isn't it?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the pacing and sort of the space and the time that you made available in order to create Me, You, They, We that maybe wasn't there for previous effort? Or actually, I don't know what it looked like when you were writing Divisionary or Something to Ruin, but I do know that there was an ample amount of space on this one. Can you talk about the importance of having time and space to do the thing that you meant to do?
Well, yeah, time and space is obviously good. I think more so we just decided to do this wholly on our own, with one exception. One of the songs we did with Sylvia Massey, How It Feels. But so we would just kind of coop ourselves up in Rob's basement. He produced the record, and we'd spend maybe 2 or 3 days a week just hunkering down and making music and experimenting and trying things and kind of actualizing who we were and what we were for this record, and how our sound was going to manifest. And that just kind of, it was a nice steady experience for us as opposed to like the rush of a, like you got 2 weeks to just like make everything that needs to happen. So that was, I think, more natural for us.
Cool. Was the experience anything of a double-edged sword without the pressure? And when you had an open-ended, the lack of deadlines, did that ever become a hindrance of its own when you had just an open-ended amount of time to do what you meant?
No, actually, because we were simultaneously releasing singles, so we would kind of like divvy it up between like focusing on one song and then sort of like doing other songs in the background. So we created our own deadlines, throughout that process by releasing singles, and then also, I mean, it's. I don't think there was any lack of like ideas or of songs that we were working on. So it wasn't like we weren't working or pacing ourselves in our own way. It just sort of made more sense for us. I also just think the music industry is obviously changing continuously with the internet and all that stuff. And so, if anything, I just kind of feel like we took a step back and looked how things are working right now and just adapted to that and sort of put music out in a way that made more sense to us with given that platform.
Cool. Well, I enjoyed the first song very much. Can you tell us what's coming up second off of Me, You, They, We?
Yeah, it's a song called Nothing Serious. It's about being super depressed, I guess, but also trying to take it in stride and I guess talk to your friends in a way that don't freak them out about it. Let's do that one more time.
Shake the lines out of my head, repeating themselves since I woke up out of bed, telling me all is either dying or dead. Oh, no, no, no. I'm hiding the thoughts you probably read on my face, hiding the fact I feel a little out of place. Hide anymore, I'll disappear with no trace. Oh, no, 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 no. But I don't wanna tell you too much, or let you know it's shaking me up. I only wanted to be honest enough so you know it's something serious. Loving every word that you said, telling me how I had some miles up ahead. But when I look out, my feet are on the same ledge. Oh, no, 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 no. And the only thing normal is it's always so strange. Everyone walking in a million different ways where they go. I really can't say. Oh, no, 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 no. But I don't wanna tell you too much, or let you know it's shaking me up. I only wanted to be honest enough so you know it's something serious. Serious. And I'm thinking myself in the circles, even though it doesn't change a thing. I can't keep on digging myself into a hole. Oh, oh. It's shaking me up. I only wanted to be honest enough so you know it's something serious. Serious. Something serious. It's not serious.
So I think that song probably provides a perfect segue into talking about the larger themes of the entire album. I mean, I don't know whether the depression outlined in that song is autobiographical, or if it's an internal thing or externally influenced. But it seems like a lot of the album is about how we deal with how messed up this country is, this world is,
Right.
some of the the politics that are contributing to that and not solving the problems. Can you talk a little bit about the larger album themes?
I feel like you just did.
Yeah, we should hire you.
Yeah, really. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's no, it's no surprise to most people that wherever you stand on the aisle. I mean, we're living through some pretty confusing political times, and especially if you're standing where we're standing, as many of us are, who are on the other side of this election, and what it brought out. And even just being on tour and seeing how the country has changed, when they say that our current political climate has emboldened people to be certain ways, we've definitely seen that on the road. I mean, the difference in touring today versus even just 3 years ago is notable. It's palpable.
There's some brave T-shirts out there.
Brave T-shirts and
yeah,
bumper
that's what I was
stickers.
gonna say.
Brave
Is there
not in
a
a good sense.
specific instance that comes to mind that
I almost don't want to
illustrates
say
those?
it, honestly. I mean, like it's yeah, Idaho. There was one somewhere in South Dakota somewhere. Not to call out any particular state, that they're all states are great and have great people, and but yeah, I mean, so how we interact and how we sort of exist in this world and balance our hope and our resistance with days where we feel utterly distraught and overwhelmed and unempowered. I think it's different for everybody. Sometimes people just really need to check out and detach themselves from it, even if just for an hour or a day or whatever. And other people are doing it for like years at a time. And not that I can blame them necessarily, but I wouldn't advocate that as a way to cope and deal with this. But yeah, so I mean, this is just, I think the title of the record, Mieux They We, is definitely, we came up with that just because we felt like all of these songs were about interacting and about perspectives that weren't always ours. Sometimes it was me, sometimes it was theirs, sometimes it's ours, sometimes, and it's more about the interactions. These songs, each of these songs are based and sort of, I think, touch upon interactions that we have in this current climate.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing it with us today. We appreciate it very much. Can you tell us what you're going to play third and last off of Me, You, They, We?
Sure. This is a song called Hiding Out. And it is, speaking of perspectives, from the perspective, I think, of, somebody who, I guess, actually Rob wrote the song. But the last time I asked him to describe the song in front of a live audience, he there were some expletives.
Cursing is very safe here, by the way. So
cool,
if that
man.
happens,
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, you already said it. This is the whole you gotta check out and recharge your batteries, and it's not good or bad. It's just it's the introvert's defense system, and that's kind of what it's about.
Sitting in the street and praying for a change. This tepid sameness makes me feel something strange. I'm not equipped to listen right now, and I cannot be present because I'm hiding out. Yeah, I've been hiding out, right here in plain sight. And if I can't be touched by the world, I can't be blamed or denied. When you reached out to meet me, I knew something was wrong. Said you would die and get a note to your son, but you look just like me, caught up in your own trap. Too scared to notice you were holding the match. Yeah, I've been hiding out right here in plain sight. And if I can't be touched by the world, I can't be blamed or denied. We're all just here on the sidelines, there's a war breaking out. The sirens ringing, we're all saving ourselves. It's hard to hear over the noises I found. And there's nothing changing, blending into the crowd. Yeah, I've been hiding out right here in plain sight. And if I can't be touched by the world, I can't be blamed or denied. And all I have is just a song, and every song is just another I'm just hiding out. I'm just hiding out. I'm just hiding out. I'm just hiding out.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming here and doing this. Especially, you've got a busy schedule. It was Rough Trade last night. You're on your way to Philly now. There's a show at Boot and Saddle tonight, and shows every night for the rest of the week. You're at Songbird in D.C. The day after today, which is otherwise known as tomorrow, as that's happening in Washington, D.C. Next day in Cincinnati, the next day, Indianapolis the day after that, and then wrapping up in Illinois. So please travel safely. That's a whole lot of road travel. So travel safely through all those dates, and best of
Thank
luck
you.
on Me, You, They, We. It is out in the world right now. Thanks for sharing 3 songs with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. It's an honor to be here.